moving to election year, I got 41 days to election. Until me 8, 10 now. Nobody interferes with my 8 and 10. See, I'm putting you people on notice. What about 8? Now, more they add to life. Because my trap for the main business. The way Baumia main business, no. Sana lawyer Maurice Ampaw, Abrabo Nsem, we main business. So this is notice to the management team. And yes, I'll fire you all. Me fire me. I'll bring a new team to come and manage me. Mama kwa basonko eba mrana Abrabo Nsem. Hamo na Ghana tie ena hamo na Ghana ehwe. WONTUMI TV, radio, YouTube, Facebook, it's life. Maurice Ampaw eda Abrabo Nsem beto mra ho. Na de mra so ato Abrabo Nsem. Na Abrabo Nsem ane say afi no election year. Into election any politics are taking Abrabo mu into the Ampaw. 41 days are coming on. Ye political political life. Mmra how we can relate Mmra no ne yesi politically. Na enyumre say humia me we for the designer way, you know, programming the way a man for hwe buchiri ni the way I program agent no na entry fashion design or say a lawyer Ampaw they be our casa na hwe watare de ba tene person me sponsor o program no through matare shemu na tari we no entry designer on our palm material mame every time be ano obe palm designer wear e dey sheme na ye dey program no into no entry fashion designer or palm suits, political suits, African wear for both men and women and many more. Te no oyobia wa being a palm tarema me mane mania open suits, political suits, African wear, style baby or be mau. If you so Sergeant apprentice into pay so pay who's your juma on the wa or Joe. Entry ube say ube so who entry fashion designer. The location ohim a man from off Barakesi Road, Bantama constituency into him Barakesi Road. Entry the contact number still is 0244 27 4327. Introductory contact number is 0244 27 4327. Introductory the one designer our best sponsor me programmer. She say no me wear the program kese into the introductory the minister introductory fashion designer Ghana for ni say ekoyi mama into the koswana time chisa me different people not trap podcast suit normal different way because in yabre elections Mmra na so 41 days into the in yabre ye take issues by 111 the enyumre obi biara oni bibia justice atukuba ewo the former Supreme Court justice Atukuba, the famous Justice Atukuba 2012-2013 elections are all taking Ghana by storm or presiding over the election petition na odi enye hu but o send a signal ema Ghana nye hu say e ba no court nsem a court chiri nkwasa asem court ye di ni die ni obo ema court na ohwe the way Justice Atukuba ejane na so na election petition o train Sir John Samye Wukumu obsi adoye mu any nkika ho contempt the rest Justice Atukuba bu free e wa Ghana ha and the way all my amount will say politicians in court no or jelly kumfu bi they be more so or the more smooth level me the video no into Mmra just that tukuba will be a baby will be ado obi in friend say lawyer Ampaw say we nyam miss call it's say Supreme Court ni ruling and then the directive for their parliament no there's a tukuba did na no betum into no we may miss call na mesre madwen into we just tukuba go bia no on you ready obete na me so me tia me did atem me did be to smooth level me the Mmra be expose the hypocrisy and the double standard and the way I honor there say just a kuba I say respect no na retirement into what decided to already disrespect the fellow brothers and sisters at the bench, and tonight I will deal with just that kuba in a way at the end of the day no obehu level la be de beto Mmra kwan so na machine madwen atemidi we me platform me ndi atem but the Mmra be school just kuba na machine agyen ati so say also chen constitution no na we obi a wa retire uro they say we a statesman into kasa e say udi futuo na adwoboko ne say be kasa na ahye omo awja omo ho no nkran nti we part of your colleagues na ono mo to Supreme Court ho why you juma for 40 years na wa retire na we jawichi ama ochima na sebi asema ba na ode tobo because Dr. Maba me to me boase na me pese me hiti bi wi nso a Kevin Taylor any eto enyame score me deal with Kevin Taylor so na ma hwe the way President Mama ayeno communication director for the campaign until Kevin Taylor the role who play vis-a-vis Ashanti politics and the things like Kevin Taylor Emma Mama what an elections no in such a way say he's dealing with the Ashanti region for BBA Ashanti Kevin Taylor destroyed and today I was supposed Kevin Taylor if the internal we are other ones interesting ones ever so and no me topics no for the meantime no so the be a Nsem na me get into the mood no Dr. Ba ABP wa ha na yenye nim say afi ne ko yi a yinya ne enye politics pe unni apomodin a untu nye politics all the political parties any politicians omoko ba Dr. Bamia when they say former president Mama and all the aspirants no say wa ho di upomodin ko yi a and wa me no hwe wi wa kubu yo hwe kwa WONTUMI nto aba ti Dr. Baba me ma no kwan na wa di nchechire ato akwan mu na me ba ma hye bedu me ate doc
aja
you watch it
you
watch it na me twa because o ba na mu eduru to ba na mu eduru nti wa bank wa de tiefo so no ana hwefo no so hu watch it nti fa nchechire no gu kwan mu because ya apomuden na ya say enye pumbu no but spiritually and physically no be strong nti ni ne efi eba ho ti ba is ready for you doc man ko
na kwasam say ye de nchi afri ban Herbal hospital ebre obi bia wotie mi anwumre ye ka Dr. Ban Samoa ne ye ka se wonum pe ne won kase onyankopon e de she Dr. Ban pensa say ye pe ne ye nhwe ne ye ntoa wonum pe ne kotodwe ne wosisi wachi bremu wonan na wonama na esu kokyere wonsa na eyiye no onyankopon de boafo ba akopɛ abesi Ghana ono ane Ban Herbal hospital yaso ye wo Accra Spintex Road 18 Junction ena Kumase Atonsu Agogo Government Hospital na ho na oduru Atonsu Agogo Government Hospital na nimu wa akolo panio buso bia se o ko Dr. Banso yeye obekire wo ba bia Dr. Banso yeye wo na akra so oduru Spinters wa 18 ho taxi station for na wo ho na buso mo se wo ba Dr. Banso yeye me ye sure se taxi drivers no ebekire wo ba bia Dr. Ban ewo ye ka ban ne ye ka wo nompe no won kase wonim ni entra abakosam a ewo nkase ni nompe ho no enwanwa because nipa kura wu mfie bebre a wobehu no na ne nompe no nkase ne bibia no sabi obekwa na nipadua ni nyina aproma na nompe no edasugu so many years wonim ni entra onyankopon bodompe ene obo ni yi enti wamfa nompe ne ayina anhye obi ansa keke ode ma Dr. Ban so wonenye bofo ba akopa obehwe sa nkasa ni nompe so ede amawo sebe ya eho baabi etechema Dr. Ban kura no waye ni yie ede amawo ewa no bi busa se Dr. Ban na mefiri chichi na eba na ye den ya so ye ward wo ho ye wo ma na mema ward wo ho se wonani mu abu pen a ma me de bia me ka kire wo se wonani mu bu pen na se kase no abuo no no kwasam se wodi komo obi no di di agora kase ne betumi akosi baabi foforo na kase ne di bosomi nsia ekọ bosomi nso a woto a entoa biem enunti na wonompe no won kase samo de eni kwanse wodi to chacha Dr. Ban number ni 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 ufra ebeba banso yeye komo bie wo se ye ni wudi bia no ye ni ubedi na ya tweyebo akire kirew ehwa ni amane ni nyina ma bibibie wo ho bia no atumi atuto yie ena obi tie me asamba akopa wo ka nyina ne se Dr. Ban meye den kura na sabesabio me nso so manya ahoto ekwan ya obefa so obenya ahoto na obenya sumdwe na onipadua no ho beto no na nipadua ne nkasa ne nompe ne nyina besisi yie no jisa wodi wani kire ban aso yeye na obi busa me say doctor machibre mo kasa anasem span no emu abiebie obi so ebi abesi so yesi L2 na akosi L4 no so anase bi mu abiebie anase emu akokeka si so a mesra oba ya so ye ya ye wo physical massage physiotherapy wo ho ye di machines nyina ye wi a na yasan de ahaban ni numbra atoto so ama bibibia ye kama ene bia wutie me wo de ye kompo abroni frɛ no gweta wudi achini mesro ba bi ba akopɛ na wudi wani bɛkyerɛ ɛyɛ Dr. Ban so yeye wo ba ye bɛmo waduru a wodi bɛfra aduane ubedi onyankopɔn adomonti saa gweta yare na anase kompo yare no ni nyina bɛfiri ho na ɛyɛ na bi busa sɛ ɛyɛ ade bi abɛhyɛ me minimu ana da bi ɛnyɛ wo minimu nko ana wo ayesa amaman na wo wuni pedue ni nyina mu nti esanse ewo ni pedue ni mu a ye kri ni sa amaman ni nyina firi mu ni nti no ye de aduane ye de aduro no ma wo na wo de fra aduane na wudi anopa awie nwumre nti ebema ne ye wo mogya no mu ni ne ye wo ni pedue ni mu nyina kri ni afiri mu afi wo be wo se ne ye sen wo minimu a sabesabi ahohoro no nyina no oboze na ni nyina efiri ho maame enko hawo ho enko fa wa Abrabo nkoto chacha obekwa yesiko ye operation obeyi wo minimu de no eno pe na obetumi aye ne wo system ni mu no obehu se na asan ayi no ho enu nti na ehia se wodi wani be kire ban so yeye ene o kwa akosan sa akompo operation ya doctor say fa won sa hye krata ase na krata na wo de hye ase no se me ye operation na ekotwa wo mene ya mini woni koto asem bia mini woni bibia anasese amane no wo haw bia ba eye wo awasem na wo se fa won sa hye ase ba wo ba so ye ya ye ni fa won sa hye ase bia na mo ye ma waduro a ebetumi ekrini system no ama bibia aye kama na ahye Kristo dia no monyam ma me papa wutie me asamba akopɛ ɛna me san ka akire wo ɛna obi tie me ne dɔfo bi anase ne nua bi ɔtɔwi ne nsanom mu a kyese ɔyɛ ne hwe kuro enye yie me serew wate asam dende wode na kiri asɔfofo ne asɔre ahodo so anointing oil ne fasting ahodo atwa mountains nyina wode na akɔ but still oda so no nsa no oda so no tramol no onum wi no oda so no cocaine no nipadua ne sei ma me fo ani kire ban so ye oba ya so ye de 1 day 2 days 3 days 4 days ni ye tu sai ahwawo no ene amane na ase na kwambe so ni ye fatuo ye duro no wo de so aduane a obedi mu wo de so mu a one day no wadi ba akopɛ awia the next day no wasan di the third day no wasan di the fourth day onyankopɔn adom sɛ mese ma me watampo ene ete ne nsa no ma na sɛ ne koke ni mu a ma me wawie no wabu se ekwakodi adanse ye ahye Pentecost ne Methodist nyankopɔn no animonyam efi sɛ wo hia bebre sɛ afei na akofa no nte wo yere sofo abompaye sofo aye ne wo so wo ye bia but still akora no da so wokunu no da adane sawiam oboro agisa akofa na abonten ma metu aminika na beje aduro no bi for man of 3 days 4 days nya afei na ade koso no wafe na wayere no dabi aduane no obedi no o de fa bi gum odi wie ya ade eche na wasa de ketuo bi agum ade eche ya na wasa de ketuo bi agum 4 days watua no ensa no ne saa abrabo na sabesabe ya abrabo basabasa no ene obi tie me asema wo kanyina ne se doctor me ye den na mabawaso ye me so wo akra ehu hia sa wo beba kumase akra ye wo Spintex Road 18 junction uduru ho apɛ uduru Spintex so a taxi station na wo ho no buso mo sa wo ba doctor ban so ye akolo pani obi abeso wo nsa e de waba ena se wo ba kumase nso so ye wo kumase atonsu agogo wonya duru atonsu agogo station wana busa omo tonto ne ma wo se wo ba doctor ban so ye akolo pani obi abeboa ama waba ya so ye ho na no kwasema e de wo mu no se e bia wanya stroke yare nde ya show basira wo nante ne nye woda so kutapoma wotene wo nsa no mu a mo ntini yie wotene wo nana ntini yie a mesrew babi ba akopɛ wo sa wodi wani kyerɛ ɛyɛ Dr. Banso ye bɛboa ma sa nnompe ni ntini no ni nyina mu abiebie ama ni nyina atenetene na ɛbɛhyɛ onyankopɔn no monyam na sa wo kɔ a ade ba akopɛ ɛna wo bɛka aseda yedi mo onyame aseda yedi mo onyame ɛsan sɛ wo ni Dr. Bambo mpu a ani daso foforo esamba na ni daso eba nyina ye ayaresa ani daso enema me papa wo sori ya de bia ba sori wo so kon wo twentwa de bia wo so wada so mesra wo kon no sabesabio usumie nso ye ba akopɛ de bia wada wo kon so na me bibi ka kyerɛ wo sɛ wo span na sɛ wo nipadua no ba bi ya atechema fo ani kyerɛ ba so ye bɛboa wo nan wo shampaboa kora na frito a na wo nan na ye titiriti wo ntehwe niye ehia ne se wudi wani be kire Dr. Banso ye na ya boa ama sa mpaboa na ehye wona afiri ato no ni nyina ye fa Dr. Ban na ma ne ye 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 ofra ebeba Dr. Banso ye e bia ne wodofo bi sabe ekire yare anasa adwen mu ha wo yare bi na ha no a fo ni kire Banso ye bɛboa ma sa ne mani nyina se atumi atu e bia ne nso so infection bi na ha wo etise gonorrhea syphilis ene sa ayarewa na ene se prostate cancer ene etete wo a mbra me ntunchia onyankopɔn adom nti yɛbɛmo waduro ama sa ade ne nyina se atumi atu da bia ya me ka kyerɛ wo sɛ bɛma wo sukuru aba na wo yere asikuru aba anadwo bɛdwonso bɛyɛ 30 wo foro na wo yere nso wo si fom na wo yere nso wo foro mpa no mesrew wo bɛta graphic ama obi akenkan dwonso de bɛma nka wasɔre ahomache no na wadwonso baako wo bɛsɔre na akwasi ejina so ɛno na nopa ɛma no sabesabio omutu ayeyie nwom ɛde ma awarefo no asɛm ba akopɛ ɛna me ka kyerɛw asɛm a me ka kyerɛw nyinaa ne sɛ ani daaso wo ewurade mu na ni daaso na wo ewurade mu ne sɛ wo betu anamo ode sa ani daaso kɛseɛ no aba bedua Dr. Banso ye ɛkyena nopa mimi wo kumase atonsu agogo wo hia Dr. Ban kyena behia me nkomo bie wo se yedi bia no ye ba bedi mpacho ebia wo pese wo frame anwumre yi me na ma ne 027 no wa kyerɛ 25000 wo kyerɛ 25 na wo kyerɛ 0 no me yansa na wo de 12 atwato 027 25 no wa kyerɛ 0 me yansa na wo de 12 atwato wo frɛ beba maso ye komo bie wo se me ne wudi bia no onyankopɔn adom nti ye bedi sa nkomo no ama bibibia wo hie bia no ne nyina awie pɛye na ade ba akopa asɛm a ɛdɛ a Kwame Danso ye kotu ho anamo on the 1st December obi a wo Kwame Danso wi ase ne ye bo oman afore onyankopɔn adom ya nya nursing school ye nyina ye ka bom abɔ man afɔreɛ na saa kwasi ada na ye 1 December no asɔre ahodo nyina ye ka bom ye aya asɔre kɛseɛ ye wia ya abɔ afɔre apɛ fotoɔ na de astarte ye nursing school no enti ba bia wo bia kuro ba bia wo bi obi wo abrochire bia ofiri kwame dan so wi ase lemu ehene hia me toku so ka kire wo se ehia se ye bedi sa adwumai na aboa yen enti fa wo ho hyem na onyankopɔn adom nti wo be yen hira enne nyankopɔn adom nti nursing school ba kwame dan so enti entra se fa wo ho den ene obiri bia be boa na yentumi entu sa na mo no no nyambe nam so ashira wo
kwame dan so on the life because you bia mo be ba friend say mo be say mo ye ne support mo na mo so e ba support mo think say Dr. Ba e wo akomapa ema a town no and we need peace you be say peace e ba town no chieftaincy dispute they say ba end na ye nya asomdwe na ye tumi de echichire oman no ti Dr. Ba nyame hira na nyame nya okese na enwumre yi what I say producer mama nyumba ko bi because there's a tuba mon friend no enwumre say na ho be chire no the lampard say na ma ne ho chire no enti pato mo mbona enti
bye enti ebeto aso dia ma ba meduru ho ene message bi a NDC di ba bia no mu hu se eya mutu
yeah it doesn't fly enti edu se aye
obi a ommem wo nsuo mu na atase na chese wo se ebobbo ha na ye fa ha na ye kohye nkrofo echi na manfo be ye strike na onapo na guy no fence Professor Bibi no there osi
jump
university from cost strike they say yes you promising say obey education minister Sir John Winia into who ne video na osapa mo ha na omo bo na JDF ona apo na obo and am say hey obenya minister so be bre enye easy I was say wosa na wosa so put more on cost strike so at here na onye bai omo message am fly no media de me 24 for no say before me ba me content dem be ka no e ba me de obed hade a me sre om bebre yeni na ye abusia ye nua ndc fo etie mi me say yeti komu wa this area and yeti asumdwe mu mema obia mbe ye mistake nya gidigidi ti say de no a mo boys ni bia koye wo adwura we will leave their law courts to deal with them so at here odia will leave odia Mmra for mundi into the minkum because after all Mmra are taking the course but ohinba aba yekoi enye simple sama obia enu nti say NDC for media me tu obia for moma yenye yebusua no na obia nkotu na aba na yenjina nkyane yenkan ne yemfa asomdwe mba because obia be prepared
Obia be
prepared. Yes.
That's
Obia be prepared on the elections. Obia be prepared. I'm telling you, in the middle belt, we are leaving no stone unturned. And I'm only cautioning. Say, mu recruiting Crawford, say former policeman bio, and I'm more friend Crawford, mon Crawford ni bisro, almost almost join them. And he say, young Crawford Kofremu, and I'm not going to mention names. All I'm telling them to say, Aya Hafuo, Aya Ashanti, Aya Western North, Aya Bunu East, everybody got to be steady. Obia into ne bafo. Say medo koto aba na brief. That's all. Obia into ne bafo. Because Ghana for intelligence biano NDC for ni chi. And there's no way we will go to the election not prepared. I will not go into this. It is my own responsibility and my team and my network. But we are not going into the elections unprepared. In every electoral area, in every constituency, in every zone, and on regional standby, we are not going to the election unprepared. enough is enough. Into the member no to
be into the baffle.
Obia into the baffle. And you know, Yenwie no bia enkwatra ne fie, and that is all I'm asking for.
Man kranso edra edujama new edibiase oboase atwuma mponua atwuma ngobieja it keeps happening.
Yes, I have no south
so,
and west.
Those who have been victims, how long will we fall on the law to take its course while people are suffering?
Yes,
people have been injured. This weekend, let me read him.
Good.
And the Kasem.
Good.
Collegiata constituency.
Good.
And then the boys are saying that.
Good.
And you want to pay because they don't know why they be a 2 about presidential we win.
Yeah.
Parliamentary we lose.
Yeah.
And it is like say patapa semtino presidential no ye jama mo mawene nanso parliamentary the force ebeje.
And our boys no be ka wa half say
Mmra no say and declare results.
Ye kochi a on boys be ka say bia ye kochi nkrofo na MPP for no.
Muhammad said these were the stories they were telling me yesterday and then Saturday.
I've proven to you say I'm your belt coordinator and I'm on top of everything everywhere. They be no makache boys and say leadership by exampleship. Ati ase. Say memo bi abamu na memo no say BBC na say anya bia no de emfa ne say bia. Mo ye MPP for na say ye twema so kakra. O de NC at elections. Nemo no de before elections de twema so kakra ye fa nye example mo bi ehun say ye amfo okrampo mo ye twema so. So ati ase. Yes, what I'm saying is that the ACC now boys in the catcher no say a belly or more. But what I'm trying to put forward to you is say BBC omo fele say na NDC 4 boys in the jaw mo. But what you say? And na ebu am abam say na MPP 4. And I say between now to elections and elections, she see and she see susu a omo hu so what you say? But sometimes there was a WONTUMI leadership by exampleship. Openyin dia wona wote aban so. To de bia was yenya bikan to de nya hwe. De wo kan mete wase ba de yem fancy hwa. But I'm telling you say hwe insist.
I'll win videos no.
Yeah.
Abanga honum de no.
Yeah.
That drip machines o me kweye adwumandis for someone tiase. No mo de second di o machi twetwa bi.
And also no Abanga court and also you took key charge of the approach that was you take you on. Anyway, now when you now
dissolve parliament, but Adibakwa coup makers, a sustaining of the most judiciary. Since time memorial, could be a new war. Coup maker say, oh, may the judiciary not have to form down because that institution, one, a political meaning, your politics. Your public servants and if you so na because nkofu bi Mmra na Mmra na if you so practicing law no for so many years administer justice for so many years into no nkofu bi they are few and judges and lawyers no they are not many into no only the justice in order to ensure say we resolve disputes in our country into no judiciary was special role bi a player and say ye bibi na undermine the authority of the judiciary na before me man pese Ghana for enkai kakra producer but just that to bra election petition ne koso the way akakra bi officer here dealt with the people
and the previous warnings of this court concerning contemptuous comments, utterances, and attitudes towards this apex court of Ghana, issued just on the 24th day of June 2013. He has apologized and withdrawn the same before this court, and has further undertaken to repeat the retraction by 6 p.m. today. We have also considered with admiration the pleas put in on his behalf, both in chambers and in open court by lead counsel, for the parties on both sides of this case. We have, however, noted with great concern the steady decline of respect for the authority of the judiciary, the third arm of government of this country, over the past years. It appears that the warnings of this court, particularly that of the 24th day of June 2013, have not been taken seriously. It is quite apparent that the pompous show of private power in the pursuit of the right to engage in political organizations and activity by which the passions of the humble members of society are stirred up on deliberately false political propaganda is a recipe for chaos and conflict in this country. We have seen the Kenyan precedent in this context, and much as we are concerned not to exercise our undoubted powers as a court of law with iron fist, we cannot allow the emergence of over 90 subjects in this country, as we said on the 24th day of June 2013. However, in order to show that we mean well for this country with regard to the exercise of our awesome powers, we have decided to stop short of invoking our powers of contempt, and we invoke in the alternative our power to control the attendance of our proceedings as a public court by members of the public. We take judicial notice of the fact that Mr. Samuel Awuku has been attending the proceedings of this court in this ongoing case. We think that the exclusion of Mr. Samuel Awuku from attending the proceedings of this court for the rest of the duration of this case should suffice for a start in this direction. That is our delivery.
Thank you.
Now, we've given you full opportunity to demonstrate how mighty you are, and we hope you've done so.
My lords,
do you now realize your real size in this country?
Yes, my lords.
Good. You are discharged.
Thank you, my lords.
Justice William Atuba. Yes, you see the way Justice Atuba presiding over the Supreme Court, the judiciary, or dealing with Samia Uku and MPP elements. Committee contempt. Feni Dino Bo, ama Supreme Court judges no. That bad free from the reading of the judgment no. The bufu say politicians mu mwadie na mufu say man ye modia mu pese mu di respect no bo ma judiciary no enti no in fact or send a signal and baby I am obokra say John de no o did that term reduce you to the level ewie ye send a signal na Ghana nya hunde ekoso na ye nia edi ni die no bu e ma judiciary no. Now what is happening today? The same judiciary headed by the Chief Justice Tokunu Atna case so involving a federal case and the Attorney General and the Speaker of Parliament. Now the same Supreme Court judges 5 a rule say almost jurisdiction have been properly been invoked, meaning case na ye file womanim no ye file womanim omunya copies almost share the proceedings almost share documents no almost share the process no almost come to a conclusion 5-0 say 1 the applicant no invoke jurisdiction in terms of interpretation of the constitution and 2 no almost facts and the evidence before almost say just when I say Speaker of Parliament is trying to breach the constitution. In fact, we're breaching constitution because the question of interpretation what taking decision here was led to the sacking of 4 MPs. And you know, based on that, no, WONTUMI say best topple the breach no under Article 1 and 2, and Article 130 of our Constitution. 5 Supreme Court judges like Justice Atuba over 2 or more no retire. Now, Mumuesha Jesatukuba, after retirement, now the Supreme Court have spoken, and people, the same way Jesatukuba can say, Nagana for Mumbu Court no, among for starting say, Omudidi Supreme Court for the judges not them. People as among for can kwasiasem, ebini say, I took a way say, Mama Yariga. Mama Yariga MP ono over fraud cases bebre wo court. Just say Supreme Court judges they are not knowledgeable. If I sami hukumu sami jentimu, the kind of things that attack these Supreme Court judges and the Supreme Court undergo because of a ruling and an order. With in the midst of all this, Justice Atukuba didn't see the need. Say people are misbehaving. Amanfo undermining the authority of the Supreme Court. He didn't see. Said they are insulting and engaging in contentious behavior. And now we retire. And in retirement, Justice Atukuba granted an interview as a judge. Now what I know, say who a judge are, you don't speak to the public. You must hold that position in high esteem. I am misconduct. Say a judge grants interviews. Judge, share your opinion. And can a former Supreme Court judge about retirement. Instead of rallying behind your colleagues, and these colleagues have come under serious political attack. They are being insulted. And the kind of language being used against Justice Tokunu and the 4 eminent Supreme Court judges, jurists, Judge Akuba sit down, grant interview to NDC Apparatus Station, TV3, and Yente that Judge Atuba Kanye. Patobo, then
invoking the Supreme Court over this matter is wrong. They don't have original jurisdiction. You see, original jurisdiction means invoking the court at first instance. That's original. But they have referred jurisdiction in the sense that from even this matter, because if a constitutional provision comes up which is not plain and straightforward, requiring interpretation. Article 130, which gives interpretative power and the enforcement power to the exclusive to the Supreme Court, says that if a question relating to those issues arises in the court lower than the Supreme Court, the lower court shall stay the proceedings and refer the matter to the Supreme Court for determination, and then shall dispose of the matter before them in accordance with the interpretation. Once Article 99 has entrusted vacation of this matter to the High Court, the Supreme Court to say you don't just go straight at first instance to invoke it in a matter like this, but it has referred jurisdiction if an issue of interpretation related to the Constitution arises.
You see, my problem with Justice Atukuba, a judge, what call retirements. You have colleagues, judges who are not on retirement. Your junior sister, Justice Tokunu, has started with other 4 eminent Supreme Court judges like you. And at your time, I was sitting on the election petition, Justice Atukuba told the whole people of Ghana, say, hey, court kasa, young Kesebi. And now be new point say, obey it to asem edidi atem. And he say, John, and it's a wuku, hope say doyemu, and a tubiga, and others are omu misbehave, they were dragged to the Supreme Court and disciplined. A people cried FAC jail term. Now where comes the same just Tukuba on no accord retirement. Now case that was filed, no. He is not part of the panel members. In fact, the process will be answered, you know. Judge Atukuba does not have any of the court processes. The application, any exhibit that was filed at the Supreme Court, no, was brought to the notice of the current Chief Justice and the 4 Supreme Court judges who sat on the matter. They had the jurisdiction to hear the matter, and they were seized with all the facts and the information. Excuse me. There's a tuba over retirement now. Now comes openly to attack the colleagues, judges. The colleagues just say, 1, they are wrong because they don't have original jurisdiction and their jurisdiction has not been properly revoked. Adentia. Issue is about vacation of MPs. And you know, they are wrong. Jesus Christ. My first problem with Atukuba is that you are on retirement. You have filed a case before you. Your sisters and your brothers have seized with the facts. Application, all the evidence were before them. They have the law. No more apply the law, no. And they are looking it from the angle, say, there is a writer, a woman, alleged, and Article 2 say, Obi violated the Constitution by trying to take away Supreme Court for WONTUMI to interpret. And then they realize that, yes, Speaker, no, have violated the Constitution by interpreting the Constitution and applying it in a way alleged to say was sacking members of Parliament. And your brothers and sisters rule. Then a Supreme Court judge grants interview to stationer led by Captain Smart and people knowing that TV3 a pro-MDC station. Atukuba grant interview, and with all the insults and attacking the Supreme Court judges, went and support it, fuel it, say, oh, the Supreme Court, you're wrong. Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, Atukuba, have you read the statement of case of the Attorney General? Have you read the submission of the Attorney General? Say, the Supreme Court, we are wrong. Jesus Christ. A senior jurist on retirement. And Atukuba, you are not only the only jurist on retirement. We have a lot of the jurists, those who are ahead of you. So for Yakufumu, you know, the Taban, who retired before you. And then we have Sophia, Georgina Wood, and other eminent Supreme Court judges. They have retired. They are your seniors. But what I know, say, judges no more kasau. But they pen true. And the first judge, who is judge, you must not be seen openly criticizing and attacking your colleagues. Where the public no more attacking, don't know the law. The members of Parliament, like people like Jampomo, or your political science. There are people like Ayarigamo, and then we have a lot of people like Omuni law. We're attacking the Supreme Court because Omunti law say. Then you have a Supreme Court former judge saying that they are wrong. And at the end of the day, no church, you were confused. Because we have a lot of authorities cited to show, say, the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court was properly invoked. There are a lot of criminal cases. If the Chief Justice, Atukuba, have taken his time to read the statement of case of the Attorney General, Obehu say was citing more than 16 to 17 legal authorities to support, say, the Supreme Court had jurisdiction over the matter. Meaning, Supreme Court, WONTUMI, so interpret. Na WONTUMI the man on na obi atra parliament interpreting no say dabi uni WONTUMI na amwa bone ne sen na amanfo didi atema na whole Supreme Court judge wo retirement wo brace no wo say hey amanfo mwade and you can't tag the judiciary and the way I would deal with Sir John and Samuel Wukumu hope Sir doing at that time Ghana nya tedi because that time now with the WONTUMI person be a can be a you dealt with them and not yet what call retirement are your own colleagues at the bench colleagues are who retire a two cases not done with him no knowing how our judiciary no NDC form pay judiciary Nsem the track record that ya killing judges during this time they killed sitting judges. Matters day, sir. And then we know the attitude of NDC. They have never liked the judiciary. Sasu, see, when they come to power now, they will deal with political judges. When you come to, most of the comment, and then there's so many ways of killing a cat. What do I say? And there's President Mama, the way of attacking the judiciary. And the way NDC don't have respect for the judiciary, then a senior jurist like you, in retirement, you join these miscreants, you join these people who have no dignity, and you allow them, supported them to attack the Chief Justice and the Supreme Court by saying that they are wrong. Jesus Christ. Just that, Atukuba, I'm so much disappointed in you. You have really undermined the authority of the Supreme Court by what you have said. If you also too know what exposing the Supreme Court judges to public ridicule, hatred, and contempt, you need to be cited for contempt. One guy said, Atukuba, I said I dragged you before the same Supreme Court judge to be dealt with. Because Sebi. What the outcome said they are wrong, no. You yourself know you're wrong because you yourself know. Case now you know only copy. At the time they were granting you an interview, no, you don't have access to the processes of the court, and also on which authority now they make no pronouncements, no, just because you feel so strongly. Say, open source support to one political party, and you want to make sure say this current Chief Justice and the Supreme Court judges, you know, are dealt with. But do you know something? The person is sending signal to all well-meaning Ghanaians. Say the Supreme Court judges have spoken. The orders are there, bagging in the balls until WONTUMI can say or implement the orders. Baby, you can always run, but you cannot hide. WONTUMI take advantage of say Wundi Quorum, no suspend the parliament. We take advantage, say international program to do. But the fact remains that that order still hangs on the head. That order is still binding on you. South Supreme Court order no any ruling no is still binding on Parliament, and it will bind on you until. And therefore, Speaker of Parliament, no, nobody can stop them from coming to Parliament. But what I want to tell the people of Ghana is say, they are very careful. The way we want to undermine the judiciary, the Supreme Court will not go to be a Supreme Court until be obeying their constitution. The Supreme Court judges are subject to the constitution. They are not subject to any political opinion and malice and hatred. They are not moved by your insults. But as I took back and call you Chief Justice and now, Kabadi said, some more those people who are making noise and criticizing it, and that's a criticism. Criticism is allowed, but the attack and insult. Somebody like Mama Yadiga comes to say, we don't have knowledgeable people in the Supreme Court. Is it not contemptuous? Will Atukuba take this for granted? Giving a posture during 2012 and 13. I sat at TV3 and I was doing legal analysis. So I'm a privy, me authority. Because I watched the demeanor. And you know, I think say, come again, you are a disgrace to the bench. There's a you are a serious disgrace to your colleagues at the bench. In fact, one my ferry, and it's a shame unto you. And you see, you will die, and this will follow you. What the Bible say, in Shirani Ewufua, wo eradi mu ni free periko no omu nyuma pa ebedi wechi. And you know, as you live, no, your legacy, no, if you don't change and look at the national interest, don't be so personal. When you as a presiding, no, you were personal with Sir John. To Sir John, we won't hear. You were personal with Samuel Oku. You put them to their sweeter level. You saw them, you told them that, have you seen your sizes? But when it comes to your other colleagues, Justice Tokonu, Samuel, Asiedu, and the other judges, no, you are joining the public to attack them by saying that they are wrong. And just Atukuba, when a ruling of the Supreme Court is wrong, what do you advise? Don't you tell the people, say they should go on review. But you come on air and support TV3, and then you come and say that they are wrong without any legal basis. You could not justify it by legal authority. Want to be fat, Mmra, and when they say, retirement, no, you just came out and then come down there, and the camera, you spoke to me. You spoke like an ordinary person. You didn't speak like a jurist, because eminent jurists are those who respect themselves and understand the legal implication and the political consequences of their actions. No, keep quiet. So you have Sophia Akufu on this matter. I have not granted interview. We have former Chief Justice, Georgina Wood. They are all not dead, though. They are alive. And then the Tabamu, and then all the former Supreme Court judges who are on retirement will never grant interview to them. Will never criticize their colleague openly, like the way they did, because of politics. You have been exposed. Shame unto you, a big disgrace to them. And I think the Ghana Bar Association must reprimand you. And then the Judges Association, I'm calling on the Judges and Magistrates Association to release a letter condemning the conduct of Justice Atukuba. It's not befitting for a former Justice of the Supreme Court to openly, ignorantly attack the other colleagues when you don't have the facts and you don't have the processes. You have not even read it. You were not served a copy. See, tonight, I think the Supreme Court has won. Their judgment stand. Almost judgment, Parliament. We have the Supreme Court judges, but their ruling, almost stop them from taking that decision. I got the form. Say under Attorney General, I file the statement of case. We are waiting for the Speaker of Parliament to also file your statement of case and go and meet the eminent jurists. The propaganda is not in the media. Niamoka wo media ne diamoka wo niano tobo ake ni niano. It doesn't hold water. Whatever you say, you are saying. Niamoka wo radio show ne television niano mu Twitter yaso. It's not binding. What is binding is that Supreme Court akasa. There is a ruling, there is a directive, and that is what is binding. You can only overturn it at the Supreme Court through a review, and in a review, if you succeed, so be it. If not, bagbin, any more we did in Yano, Munko Supreme Court, Namuko exhibit mu legal prowess, Namunja Tobiro, was Tobiro and Bobia. That's my legal opinion. Shame on you, Justice Atukuba. You've disgraced the bench tonight. That's my submission. Good night, Justice Atukuba. And may you not commit such contemptuous behavior. The way I was citing for contempt, may the contempt if you retirement, I be 1 day sentence for disrespecting your own colleagues at the bench. And I'm calling on Ghana Bar Association to write and condemn such acts. Let former judges keep mute in retirement. My retirement, eminent people, when you speak, you see, what I was expecting Justice Atukuba to do rather is to write a thesis on this legal opinion and submit it to the Supreme Court judges, the connects. If you have superior argument, why do you come to the public and show your ignorance about the law? Why don't you write a piece and send it to your colleagues for their legal opinion? Because lawyers and judges, we do compare notes. Nobody is all-knowing, nobody is unknowing. In the legal profession, you compare notes. We seek legal advice. We look at we look at people's opinion. But the opinion of Justice Atukuba doesn't matter here. It's not binding on anybody. His opinion and everything is dead. He's as inspired or your ex Supreme Court jurist or justice. Let Justice Atukuba and the eminent jurists and the Supreme Court judges reign until they also go to retirement. And Ghana will forever be the best. May God help Justice Atukuba and all the Supreme Court judges. Munjine Pinting, Mamunsro, Nyame Obo Osoro Asase no aka mo ho. Ghana Constitution ebo mo ban na obi antumi nyem foko. Come December 7th, you continue to deliver justice to the poor and the needy in this country. Nyame Shiramo. Okay, now let's move on to the second. It's about the campaign. Campaign I also trying. Baumia is focused. Baumia is delivering. Wako voter or woti. Oh, papi, and oye juma. The man is working hard. The man is doing campaign. The men are on the field. Chairman WONTUMI and Ashanti region leaders, the campaign, they are on it 24/7. MPP everywhere is campaigning. The members of parliament are campaigning and they are delivering. Now, Ushe, the way a campaign in the corner, it shows clearly say, Nyame, beto su papa, egu, omo bre. What I say, because it's not easy. The way every day they go now, Nyame momo grace and divine protection and message in so sinking. So, producer, let's look at the Ashanti region. Then the echo. Ashanti region. When it be? Ashanti region. Any Ashanti mine. Ashanti region, no. Unless it's we no. A mo. Any NDC. Because NDC, excuse me, led by former President Mahama, any Kevin Taylor, Omo Yamadrin say, at all costs, They want to bring Ashanti region down. Because to them, that is where Omofo say, MPP benya more votes. It is said, you couldn't kutu a land cash. Alan na oya Santini. NDC phone him say, oh, winning. Alan soon him so winning. It is a sign that Alan campaign in Yan, with Jabi Bia, Alan campaign here, Ashanti region. Alan campaign, no, I done the Ashanti region campaign. The strategy they say, Yama Ibrahim Mamo Amma Alan Sika say, oh, Alan, coach Bra. Basha Ashanti region, not divide Ashanti. No more recruit to Kofi Boache, former Ashanti regional commander, Kofi Boache, Omar Kutuno. In fact, Omar station a lot of strategies. Make sure say Ashanti region, I know. Omar make sure say Ashanti region vote to do Mmra. Na Kevin Taylor there. The way the campaign no, we did the Ashanti attempt. Na bibi obeye bia na is Ashanti. Na we did the 2 for attempt. We did the everything about Ashanti. Kevin Taylor the Ashanti there. I say, just onyamu anka Ashanti region kanaka egu. And the way omakota doma in echi. Na ye make sure say NDC bapa wa. Oh nana ose tutu pia. Boku money. Now MPP war power and pony. Na Kevin Taylor ye must the way he's address Ashanti. Look, but Kevin Taylor the tape no. Kevin Taylor back out. Only Obia only communication director mama. You communication director on paper, but practically no. You can't near all communicating mama Jane. You can't all different mama. No person mama bano. Kevin Taylor are taking over. Na muntie Kevin Taylor. Sebe nimkwasi akika. And the way I turn Ashanti. But bo Kevin Taylor we are never there machramo strategy no. Say Ashanti region misramo. Muntie Kevin Taylor.
I know you are taking money. Me, my platform is bigger than your platform. I've spent more money than you when it comes to building a platform. My advice to you, gentlemen, and I say, you have to be very careful. Politics are very tricky. The things you put on your page, the malice behind it, adwene bone, any sika makojia, why am I just saying good job? I'm spread false news because and not fake news because NPP for sika na makojia. You're very careful. Mubo careless. Some studio no, it will burn down. And I'm more careless. So you will not be safe. From 2012, nipa bi din, essay nipa din, eshere twa to nipa so, e ma amanfo bi enya omu diye. GH page 4. I know there are some young people who work there, but made them a picture to her. You, the owner, and your brother or your friend, you should be very careful. Because when you get people angry, that thing you have built, it will be bent to the ground. Stay away from misinformation. John Mahama, and you're on the page, and if you want to live in that country safely, na mo hotomo, na mo busia hotomo, mo yire no mo mamo, because we can equally come put mo yire nom, mo maamenom, mo manmo picture on our platform and let people know where they live, what they do, and then we know what people can do to you people. With all due respect, GH page, stay away from propaganda. John Mahama no hono, or you're bigger than mo. Sankamunya John Mahama mkrumwa. So, you people, I am sending a warning to you. The nonsense should stop today. And yes, sir, Ghana ne nyamude. And yes, sir, some production, it will come to a halt. Nobody will be safe in your studios. I am telling you, and read my lips. I am telling you on authority. I'm not going to go into details, but you know what I'm talking about. Stay away from John Mahama. He cannot even stand. They cannot stand John Mahama. You people are tiny fishes. Maintain your level. Munkodi a year announcement. Where could the way? Where a movie actor way? Sadia na moya adie. Intellectually, things to build this nation, I'm sending a warning to you guys. It's a warning. If you don't want to feel uncomfortable, keep on doing what you're doing. But me catch them. You people should take John Mahama out of your captions. Take John Dramani Mahama and the NDC out of your captions. Because if I decide to do your stories, more girlfriends you will not even sleep with them again. It may catch them. Just a friendly advice. All right. Now, Mr. Afote Agbo, I am telling you, I want to send this message to you. I know you are taking money.
No. The platform, loud silent, no. Odidi obiatem. Otumfo Ashanti hene Sekedwa pia. We just share. Odidi nana do atem. Odidi baumi atem. Samira atem. Chama WONTUMI atem. In fact, orobishi obia kanadrinchre di obia ufo akasa ore die oyama mama aba power enti nia onu ani Captain Smart ani bo amamo ye no and obia ma hu kwan no mo nye esan say Ghana na yo mo dia na mama no President Mama our rights already there. Omo protect no. Now ma kan ya papa won ho. Na mo obi an kama ma asem. But omo there can be tell no WONTUMI so already there. Obedi dey obi atem. Chama WONTUMI no odi na atem. Otumfo no odi na atem. MPP for no odi o atem. Na etomemu. Na such a character. Mama kofa na aba. Mama sponsor no our abrochiri say ombe threaten GHP a media house say hey moka mama ho asema ye be bani mu station ye be kumu and President Mama and NDC are happy. President Mama Mmra out and be disassociating itself. Well, these threats of death and Asante say udi kofu picture beto say you come after them ube beno mu station just because omo come mama ho asem na den ye ka ba mama ho say mama if first say ga e ka say mama atoto cash ama delay na mama eye ma asem na mama have issues with ma. Where news? Can be tell her? Any kind of for where news? Then na amount for comfort nanado. Then I am comfort kufu. Then I am catch up baumia. Was it baumia no enum ensa edi pork. Some ya die. Edi tutu ni attack no. Chema WONTUMI die. We did not tama. Odi ase Kevin Taylor die any NDC for die mo di atem na mo attack amanfo na mo go mo mfia e normal but mama now instead of campaigning no President Mama is all campaigning not sure Ghana for the obetuma ye no abo Kevin Taylor pa ama Kevin Taylor starting ma media for no warning. Media house one is obi oni mo be kama ma won asem. Where is Ghana Journalists Association? Mo president over here. You see how useless you are. Now they be to me say committee na do program say waka galamsey. You are sitting there a media house is being threatened by Kevin Taylor supported by Mama. Because or see, or no, yeah, mama. Or see, if you deal with Mama, he will burn down your station and kill you. That's what he's trying to say. but threatening the life of all the workers in DHPH. Nkofo do mo picture beto no or threaten my life. Was sending signal say he's defending Mama's cause, and at all costs, no Ghana for have no right to talk about President Mama, and President NDC and disassociate himself with this illegal, unlawful act. The police must act. The police in this instance no should hold Kevin Taylor and Mama and NDC responsible. Say maybe 2 GH page and now media house biara obeka Mama ho asem obi wu and now wataka obi a Kevin Taylor supported by President Mama. Any media houses are responsible. I come for the 1 day to elections, and if this is the threat coming from Kevin Taylor sponsored by President Mama to send signal to every radio station, because see, when GH1 comes at attacker, Kevin Taylor to the extension, no, and obia warning. So who become Mama once like me, Ampaw make Mama once no, they will come after us. Now where are the present? Kevin Taylor way, person Mama ba power. No Ghana, ebe communication minister, and now minister of minister of information. Say we more any Captain Smart mo, any Boamamo. Ghanaians, look, baby, you do know. I got 41 days to elections, but they be vigilant. On my no, I do be beer. You're very careful. Characters being sponsored by President Mama and NDC. They are taking the judiciary by storm. Currently, they are insulting the judiciary, intimidating the judiciary. What do I say? And then they have extended it to the media houses. They said Kevin Taylor through Mama. I used to Kevin Taylor to send warning to all media houses. Until we say GH page nenya. So unim na come Mama once they will come after you. Now we have Sami Jenfi. Also have sent strong signal to the security agencies. Security agencies, Sami Jenfi has sent strong signal. So security agencies say, look, almost all mobile power. Both the military, the soldiers, and other security muniano. Almost deal with few people. Almost they will come hard at you and deal with you. And you see, such characters want to govern Ghana. President Mama, you are not serious. NDC, you are not ready for power. And I can tell you, say Ghanaians, you have a mistake. And you vote for these people, you will regret. Because the insecurity of Ghana cannot be governed by anybody. Because these people know only criminals. Only budifu kasa. Say utumi beka say ye come Mama once no. Ube radio station. Go after them and kill them. Because over information, and you can add their mother and their fathers and their family. And Kevin Taylor says this to in confidently, no. And Mama and NDC are happy because they want to protect Mama image. Now, what about other people's image? What are the things that you people are saying about Baumia? Obebe tretemu. Nema mo kafa samya. Obebe tretemu. Nema mo kafa chema WONTUMI hono. Obebe tretemu. Nema mo ka mo practice. Kevin Taylor Nsem mo kan Captain Smart Nsem mo kan every day Captain Smart intro, every day misinformation, disinformation, every day yatiti, every day Boama, every day TV3, every day when I say Power FM, every day Radio SYZ, all those media houses sending when I say Jampomo, and then Imani Ghana, part of Imani Ghana. And all those who are spreading false rumors, making the government look bad, running the government down. Now, almost can sema, edi onyunyo beba. Kati smart trust say otumi bomu no di do biatem and no kwano TV3 kan yen close to down yen hye no ya prestation ahia ka TV3 any onua TV will be the first kabitela so wo fie nyansa open station a edidi atem na run down people's personality na destroy people's reputation na critic fear and panic onua TV3 media general and your apparatus you are responsible who platform no there atembidien kwa no dey there amanfo and when you do all these things then you come and threaten a blogger and a media person on all the stories. Jesus Christ. Look, me try me home. The person the video be back chemo. Te me ba sisi ya. Police am amenyom. Me try me home the video be back chemo sisi ya. I'll come back right now.
We enti o sha se babin beka aye o declare go sisi. Messi Mahama I'm
calling on you. Say vote Babia. Vote for the MPP parliament.
We enti o sha se babin beka aye o declare go sisi. Messi Mahama winning net and we need chira o man net and machira o mabio. We are not going back. We are not going back. We are not going back. Ote, we are not going back. Actually, Akufo-Addo is very skillful. He's a very skillful president. Akufo-Addo, Ghana, Oma no mu pefa ahudie no. Ne nanamu, ne papa mo, ene no mu wo mu. Sa big six no. What I say? Emu dodo say. Emu nine. Ene nebusuafo. Ye nebusuafo. What I say? Eti afano te said konfo anoche anase said chese ya se obi se Samuel wo ubedi sofo enti ubeko ali fie what I say ne ma ani ade nyina wo but wo ne yede be ma Akufo-Addo eti amamuo ani ade ye nyina no uti o se anka ne na Akufo-Addo ba no na obi anim se Akufo-Addo de oba na obachichi obi uti
yes
but Akufo-Addo oba ye no Akufo-Addo be ye Rollins papa uti say so Rollins voted for Akufo-Addo
no correct
me say sabaya ke kwakotoyi Rollins he will vote for Akufo-Addo so otiasia and this belongs to who?
Rollins.
It belongs to Rollins. And then Giremo and then Rollins Onyai the American ya say Mahama to was you and the panakura what did the party buys say away said no be say Rollins be wa hey JJ, do something before you die. JJ, do something before you die. I didn't run a sanye. Yamama buku to J. I was something mamu and the Ghana has say, you see, because I say, Ubia.
Any dear Minya. The behave. Ain't no doc, I'm a gotcha.
Papa. The
Ghana for here.
The person Magana for Tiasia and you may say, nipa bia juma oye no ohia pomoden de kan eno nti na onyankopon ewo hoi kru bia nipa be kwa akotena sa kru no so no ode habanma ene dubna ede ma wo mo because o kan Bible na Deuteronomy 20 the verse 19 a was so to kru bi na kwa akotena ho ene pia emfa kuma ento ho enua ho eso aba na dibie ne fa na han fa sa ho yale asam krona okasa asem we Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 4 say was ebeko kodu baabi no yare dom ebebobo nipa eye wuyade menu owuyade no enipa mfa ntu nitrim say yare nya chance say ebowa
eyowu na epel ene nyankopon aye adom Dr. Magashi ye branch na ewu Kumase ye bi wo Kaswa ye bi wo Takrade ya san bi wo Tachiman ya san bi nyame ya adom a ekine ya mo am wo takwa bogoso nyina no ye de number ntu so afre ye bi wo bogoso ofi Kumase ba runabout one obedu na frɛ ne bisa sɛ hemfa na Dr. Magashi ye be kyerɛw ade mpɛsɛ me ma wote ase ne sɛ nyankopon ka asɛm bi Romans chapter 14 the verse 2 ɔka kyerɛ suafo ne sɛ Paul no mu mon kan kyerɛ sɛ nipa wa yɛ mmene no onnom ahahan eduro nko a ade nti nyankopon ka sa ahahan duro ebi sɛ ɛno na Daniel chapter 1 the verse 12 ɔka kyerɛ Daniel sɛ Daniel sra paafo hene no na ka kyerɛ sɛ ɔmmɔ wafuo maduane ɛne haban ma ɛnom onyankopon ka asɛm kro na ɛkyerɛ Noah ɛne apam dadafo no ɔka wɔ Genesis chapter 9 the verse 2 wɔse mede ɛnam obɛma mo na sɛ mo mema kwan sɛ mo nwe nam na sɛ cholesterol ne dɔɔso a sɛdeɛ mede ahaban mo no ma mo no saa na mede nam abɛka ho nti momfa ahaban ne sa ho yale ɔpɛni Dr. Magashi me ma asɛm ampɛsɛ meka nyina sɛ enipa bi ɔte atasefo sase so no ɛwɔ sɛ wode to tirim sɛ wobɛgye wo nipadua na to hɔ ɛntena sɛ ma yare mfa body no yade bie ni asase so ani eduro why na ka say yare ani eduro nipa obeka cho say yare bi wono ma ani eduro no ebia na ni humu no enu ho okay Exodus chapter 30 the verse 25 was say eduro ni die me de be manim di form be frafra eduro ni du frafo nyansa so Dr. Magashi mi pia bonti ana haban bia ne me kasa when a man for dwene ho obo nti ase me kwa aguna man mu to supo empanifu o nyina betwa me wo hie se Dr. Magashi ye na ye wo ha no nro ni yekuta nemo yade bi wo ho a ebro ye so nti samaye omukofo obi a se bi oye nsuo so adwuma so many years omo de bae etu ene ha no me ma na duro eno ye ma ne sai instant one o sai na etu ni yese na na tu na nyina afiri woko opani no kure pese ye ka kire ne se yade na ti so na ye hepatitis B ankofo bi se na duro ni ho no opani eno no opa okọ Kaswa branch ana oba Kumase branch bisa se me pe omo a wo sa yade nenne masama omo na me mpese me de obi betu TV so because sometimes eni pa no enye ne fese yare be chi no but yade ne bae no ya sama ne man ko anti Dr. Magashi o Kumase mazi makru Kumase mazi makru fa makru jom kwan kasa uko police house o Kaswa in crime party mo nyina Mmra Kaswa prison junction so o takra de ye wa pawan kejibri so o takwa ye would run about wona takwa bogoso ye wo bogoso run about wo friend na man bi sa takwa bogoso hinfa na mo afen so so o tetiman ya ye wo tetiman hansa Dr. Magashi be say apangumo kwa nguma so nyenum de mala gbona mi anwro be la mbareke magabremu atike yo be atike buna yo a egbema chekata baru bonya mala gbobie togbo anwro mi segba mi oye avuto dividi manyelo manya anwo vididi manya pure nya duye mo matoi fofo nya to avuto ye danye to suga kofa amerika maga brimla egbema cheko jimla ni mo dogola gotai egbere sare no fonkplim teze mi pia bontia e haban no mete voice no haban na nkasa mu ni kasa kyerɛ me sɛ fa me kokɔ sɛ yale wei ɛno ntira yare ne sɛ sunsum hyɛ kyira Dr. Magashi me na metimi sa yade sunsum hyɛ kyire efiefo pɛw abayifo pɛw a wɔn mu nyina hyɛ yade ati onipa benya wa emfi ohia na fiyale o kan Deuteronomy chapter 15 the verse 4 Bible sɛ ankani nkwan sɛ obi ehia ni wo yemu abra ya bagi Kristo edi Isaiah chapter 53 the verse 4 Isaiah said nipa bia obedi Kristo edi no ampa ne yare no Yesu asa ne huhum ti hunam asa ne hoto no hunam ne ye ne haban man du bra na esa enu ntina meka asem wo se Hosea chapter 4 verse 6 say so fu bi woni nim de no nim haban ma ye de sayade egi nipa fi abayifo nsem no saa asofo no mepuru se ma ne nim sofo onyankopon ka asem a opanim problems ni yade na ekurekura ye ne no a ye keep no efre so honhomoni esefi nipa boni ni bi opewo efombo enipa opani ade won tutum o pe japade pruni pedua no especially wo bema asemo de bia meka me say emema no na emma no obi on mo so onyina ne bema no twikom fon odunso ntentem enya prostate enlargement prostate cancer obi on mo say gonorrhea infection syphilis onya yeti otwiti a ankoyie ne na ma ne bema no fon enu no oba Dr. Magashi wa sa ha onyina tintontan sa na emma na sebi oba akra no sa wotena sena sa wontan have sex a sebi oba na de kitwe na senso no etumi twikom enu na obroni fre ne clitoral disuse atrophy so oba bawu ye wo ma bi ono mo bawu onte tenka onte hwe ewu a sebi ade na ebo sebi oba ne so no etumi fon etumi yire fi ho enu na Dr. Magashi se nyame ya adom na oba na wo yo oba na sebi onya sa clitoral disuse atrophy na mema tenka na ba mema what de wasasi so onyankopon epi adam no so no sebi omunwie na mu se ye da adeje na nyankopon se da bi ade de nya adeje na oda wo ade we a mesimendi na wadim ti se wadidi a ende mekum aboa na mede aboa ngoma na kata so amamo me kata so ma bla mu hia no mu miesu enu ntira bible ne be kan wo Proverbs chapter 20:31 verse 17 say wo ye be ma o ka ne enuma na do oba ne tini nsa no aso teduam tedua de ba de tedua den ebinum tedua ye nkitenkiten ebinum tedua twe kum afon ebinum tedua dane wadane ma Abrabo Dr. Magashi wo metumi aboa opani medie apangomo kwa ngoma so nye num de o nembom ayeme yase eduro ne wo me ho ne sebi empaso agrodie ti obi wo ho no ma one ne yire asomdue ni ho empaso agrodie ayema ne bi na empaso agrodie ayema ne bi na ene wa wale wie but eno na ye ne problem abra sebi Dr. Magashi tie ne ye wenti na me de ekuo bi aba aye fe na Amagashi Foundation asite se yebe ji mema ne bema si ho yebe save mu bema mamo yebe bomo din se mema no ye mamo bema wu aba mu nyanwu ye mamo bema wu because I didn't me content me to my Amagashi Foundation bra because eno de mema no yebe save mu bema no ye mamo bema wu Deuteronomy 23 verse 1 say de ne bema sebi ne hwe peche na ne bema ntumi nsole bia nko heaven say sa na asem ne tie dia ene wo say ye adruma wo oka asem we kura Genesis 43 verse 7 43 verse 11 wo say omo gya izo nyankopon ka twem say asem ne te sa dia mumfa asase so nipa ene atijindro kakra krobo kakra mumfa nye drunkoma bema ne bema wu mu wi amumfa no ko gina so dem na mombo aforema no Dr. Magashi de me pese me ma woti aseni se wanya diabetes na diabetes na eto sunti side effect na wo mu ne se obema na fon a to anamobra wanya pressure na pressure te so o to ase wo nan kokko mu twetwom wo tena ase na o to nyina nipa be won ma wo do nan keke do na abre pressure betuma cost how breed blow enti to anamona bra Yesu Kristo wu ye mpato wamfa wo de ne body ni nyina koe ehintasem wo ho o wu ye wo de body na wo mo bu ye na wo mo prepare body na o de honam ni nyane yo common to man keke no ko hu ase chemi se ye de we die we so we your tini a we die we e chef man pro e wo so we de we de sa ko heaven nemo se we de be to ko heaven dia o kan o 1 Timothy chapter 5 the verse 8 was se obi anhwe ni nipredua no so ni titru e ono ne body na we ni pa boni che de onyi Kristo ndim 1 Corinthians chapter 6 the verse 19 was se munim se boni predare hu konkura oba betene mumu no a munye fi nyankopon che na so dan enti nipedua ne de nyankopon pese nipe bia be yade atena so dem enti futu a me pese me de ma wo ne se opani Abrabo ne ye bona ye pe onyini che no e wo se obomodin se wo kan Psalm 90 verse 10 was se onipa went me nya 70 years and as when nya 80 years na wu a anhwa heaven kwa nkobi because in fear the ma no 70 that's why 80 years and it say wo ko 40 years adwumasi ni aketua Dr. Magashi me say enkwatena se nkowu kwan mu Job chapter 14 the verse 5 no was say Onyankopon me ma hye wo nade ato ho bo so me do ko di asase so wo bitim e was say masa to foundation tenu nkwa so wo kwan mu entenu nkwa so wo kwan mu dia nipa ti asa ne ba ma wu oba ti asa ne ba enwu entina Dr. Magashi me ko so catch yourself ye okumase maazi makro fa makro jom kwan kasa wo police house wo akra kasa wo kaswa prison junction wo mo takura de e ya pa wan kidibri government school wo mo tachiman enam fi tachiman ba adanse e ba ye bebrebe enipa e ba ho wo mo pa wo ma fiber do adanse ni bebrebe sansu na me ko takura de bebrebe enti enam me si takwafo na kwan ne wa no Dr. Magashi adwene mo ho enu ntini abebie bi obogo so enti wo fra na obisa se bogo so hefa na mo wo to na mo bra ho number ni 0547 044307 0547 044307 mekoso kai mo se oba se otenase na se woni be makra enla eno no sabi tieniye o kan tresem na o kan 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 9 wo se me tu efojafo ne kunafo ne fosem eyema mo se mo be wale a chense mo ho be yira mo enti oba o trase na tenka atekono ono otuminya Christoria disuse atrophy ogogo internet amena omo sebi oba ne ba na eboso tia na eboso no se wote wona se oni atenka etumi fon se de mema ne bema tumi fon na twikosem no bebredi atwi ebidie kro tumi yira fina kwanka mo check sadi we because e ma bebrebe ko mo samje because atenka oni Dr. Magashi say tuana mo ne bra ababo oni atenka ojide owiase eni na ye de ye he Ghana ye nkoye Mmra nyina no enigye de aka no menua ye dem abra ya tupuru mu no ya tupuru ma nya fira o ka se bacho me flewe dabi honi wo se hu se wo ye bema number na wo screen so tuana mo bra ansa na o ka ne eduma najo number no 0547 044307 nyame ya aduma Dr. Magashi e chena ye tena se tuana mo ne bra
doc akasa na doc e fene se bibia ye pese de ma wo no ewo la tabia ko shio
okay e be boy
like mo no enti no dabe na o pese o be ko hwe ho
okay nyame ya aduma free Friday ko nyina me wa akra
you na Friday ko hwe because san kofo no so o me need you pa o se kaswa
kwan no wa ba ye bala bi o kwashia
oh la tabia ko shio mo
e be boy
I think say o be boa man for because and uda for they say dansoma unu kadeshi mamprobi sa omunia no be capture because ye dig Dr. Magashi ba tangasi lie la tebi e koshi so I say na abehele mo nyame hira mo yo la yampa masabe biom na we dey the speed now me pese ye bo Kevin Taylor ono say mo bia touch President Mahama na mo bia ndi ni ho fo ba Kevin Taylor the platform no so no mo hwe nia for Kevin Taylor use platform le ye patcho police bomba me na fe me wi ma deal with ono and then me look into the road construction sir koso wo Kumasi the way na nado aye Kumasi muti tele volume
na obehu bolare wa bobo botan nam Ghana kan no ble o school ya ton ya show matade e de koton momone ne nam e de na ko wini quiz na obehu bolare wa bobo botan nam Ghana wa bobo wa tese won ne ko gym obehu boys no nam Ghana ble o school amutim anya jantra e kro no mo huri wo pe na mako wi akokọ enti tese moto no na ese de na pese mo pese mo de mo ba wini na mo kọ enti anka mo wini ani ayeden oh ble o my idea no onyame obra wo bo no hwe ho tua wo ka eni nti na mo firi mu no Accra Academy high school bi a chese o study boys na on tiase uhu mo tawa ida say chese Bolare lifestyle hwe ne lifestyle nice guy but hwe ne lifestyle Bolare lifestyle hwe on the boys no ma kekere mo kwa Accra no hwe mo lifestyle nice guy Bolare intelligent guy very chese obia don obia but hwe ne lifestyle okwa Accra oya wushi ya boys na nyeye munsua de school amutim montena dem wi jantra sam krono yaba quiz kakra mo yenche montina moto so 30 minutes nsua de embe wini na papa na mo mama no omoninje eno so mutumi nye akrakara mi na hwe school atade a yatete esikam tete mo asamoja so kwa akraka mo hwe asamoja lifestyle esi mo hwe $400,000 ahye MP was said 15 million they say why Mmra cars na de otwi na o men's go so this can be call ya ka kire mo nsua de akraka metia na metu asamoja afo asamwa me call presec legon ena na me tu fu se tie me na nkofo no be di uto oi una wa hemu wa una onum sa baby jet and is a baby jet on sende yes baby jet movement to say dey egu akraka de nie school fun inti se be quiz na me catch say omomo sponsor quiz no mudi nkan busa quiz for say schools ben na eba enya say otamusika no ko sponsor quiz and a national science and maths quiz otamusika no de akoshim busa schools omo ba busa schools no schools ben omo te saying enkora no omo bo mo modern omo pass students no students omo yakronfo omo ka no kore no omo bu wall no omo kwa jantra no omo gina first light busa anything and there yeah science and maths enkora nsua de akra academy fuefure and there mo uniform ene de ton amane na se presec de ne Ghana Real Madrid inti sa de wo so mujayo sa national science and maths munjai na mo ko from Mmra na de ana mo de bade de questions mo afu yesua de pasco inti mo ko pe from sa mo ko pe world quiz international de ndie mfa Mmra na sa national Ghana national de ndie news papa bi o Ghana botwefo no ma start ye botwi ye mfa nte ye di dokon de ye win ko mo tade red rest de mudi adagora jechi botwefo de so ma bon wo mo de se gidigidi home eni so hye ye home ni ye win ba ko botwe betum ne na ye ne ye pe dolu fo botwe we boys we o mo timi se oba pe botwe de so mo de sa Arsenal fo na mo ba ho a ne abefa trophy de ko botwe ni Arsenal is the same infante pem ni Arsenal omne na mo ba ho saa ne ankofo abefa trophy de ko de bia kakitie bi o kakra bi de nka binya girl nwini mate ai botwefo no mo ko mba pa omne na mo ba no ho saa mo ko ntakwa omunya girls ni bi oh how are you saa na adiskoi on tina school day krono London Bridge no dimpa wo Zimbabwe dem pata adisko oma bon wo Zimbesiafo we to egumba dem pata we ye school a omtumi ko trophy free ede ba fie adisko ye pesco as adisko oma ye say coming to America zebra crossing no ni name na wo sora won saze ende hwe quiz keke aye muntumi wini adisko asawe na se school amoto na mudidi gobe no na mfa so be na wo so unnecessary ekurase prempe for so efrim headmaster kasa last year.
But you must feel really proud.
Actually, I'm greatly honored. The Almighty God has done me a tremendous honor. Today is historic. It's a victory for all the teachers in Prempeh College, because over the past years, teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So today, the Almighty God is crowning our effort. It's a victory to all the teachers and all the teachers in Prempeh College and all the teachers in Ghana.
Prempeh, we teachers are teaching other parents of other students. Omanum galansio na ama omutumi sua de etumu fo wote baba hupo wa kwanye egu apum wa ba bi krom fanti krom mu asante fo Prempeh ekurase Prempeh maba krom insuo ni krogin manum galansio na mama adwene ada yetubufo amonte maso mu egu ka mu woni abeko aye ne mbeko yekoyeko iza na se yekoko ntokwa ende yesebo frim headmaster so mbekasa enkwase akeka frim headmaster so mbekasa enkwase akeka entina me se onyema taibom paye onyem na won taibom paye obabeko Prempeh te se cheba WONTUMI Prempeh school so ni paso to so to so good paso and I turn regard and listen again and I say hey shut up. Oh, headmaster, we ufri utisa chok. Yeah, can schools. Most of them are school be a school. Mo Prempeh for we are tumufo. Anka isi anka mo sorry no pa. Nanka makwa koye. Mo sorry no pa na koye volunteer job. Nanka mo eden mo koye volunteer job this year. Nanka mo ne namboase takwa na mo ye de mo preachi mo njai gala mo nyenja ni antinem. Mo nkwara mo te Prempeh mo sorry manom galansua na ma onum galansua no wi gusu a odin so betuma be wini na headmaster be and I president and say hey shut up what you say we yase Yes, ya dear. I can kind. I'm a nipa tiasie. Prempe. You got to tell my WONTUMI school koye. And the papa bed bet me free maba. Mo pamu school teachers am go na. Yes, I go kuma to mu prempe ni aso a mate. And don't do kumas now prempe student. Na wabubo people asha the top. We some kwan ne rough. Omuni sa kumasi kuma cows at the end ne rough. And the prempe akwara as wabodam. First prempe pimpinis no match ko form time. Oh my God. Kevin akase tia ye dia na be yes kofie ye competition. Kofie on kofie obetra Cape Coast mu kofie na mu gogo tua de. Sorry man no de kasa obeko classroom na nkwara instead some be argument about topic no mo twen and akotoko betuma house and onim Ashanti kotoko tell na Joe bro Jimmy tina school sia de GH page. I want to send this message to you. I know you are taking money. Me, my platform is bigger than your platform. I've spent more money than you when it comes to building a platform. My advice to you, gentlemen, and I say, you have to be very careful. Politics are very tricky. The things you put on your page, the malice behind it, adwene bone, any sika makojia, why am I just saying good job? I'm spread false news because, and not fake news because NPP fosi kana makoji. Munye very careful. Mubo careless, Samu studio no, it will burn down. And Mubo careless, Mwankasa so you will not be safe. Amanfu ni abre. From 2012, nipa bi din, essay nipa din, eshere twa to nipa so, ema amanfu bi enya omu diye. GH page 4. I know there are some young people who work there, but made them picture to her. You, the owner, and your brother or your friend, you should be very careful. Because when you get people angry, that thing you have built, it will be bent to the ground. Stay away from misinformation. John Mahama and your Nitilamu page, And if you want to live in that country safely, na mo hotomo, na mo bushia hotomo, mo yirenom mo mamo, because we can equally put mo yirenom, mo maamenom, mo manmo picture on our platform and let people know where they live, what they do, and then we know what people can do to you people. With all due respect, GH page, stay away from propaganda. John Mahama no or you're bigger than mo. Sanka munya John Mahama mkrumua. Munya Mahama samo papa anka san kwasi ade no. So you people, I am sending a warning to you. The nonsense should stop today. And yes sir, Ghana ne nyamude. And yes sir, Samu production it will come to a halt. Nobody will be safe in your studios. I am telling you, and read my lips to say kwasi am paying no free for suno. I am telling you on authority. I'm not going to go into details, but you know what I'm talking about. Stay away from John Mahama. He cannot even stand. They cannot stand John Mahama. You people are tiny fishes. Maintain your level. Munkodi a year announcement. Where could the way? Where a movie actor way? Intellectually, things to build this nation. In terms sending a warning to you guys. It's a warning. If you keep on doing what you're doing, but me catch them, you people should take John Mahama out of your captions.
My cherished viewers, Metiefo, and a dahui. Na such a personality. Aka 41 days to elections. Ghana for a message, policies, programs, solutions. Yebe to me. Ejina so near Twaba. Your education. Kwa Baswa. Current educational minister. Dr. Tum, baby, what Peja could do, I'm in Nigeria. I declare Ghana education is the one of the best in Africa. And Nigerians, Ghana best study the education system. The STEM, any science and innovation, any the kind of development educational ministry. Yeah. Phrases, infrastructure, schools, Mmra, Nanado, Nabayaye. na yɛpɛ aban a ɛbɛba bɛtoa so a ɛde ebi bɛka ho na education no ebi attach yɛ tertiary na yɛ move on no yɛpɛ aban aban the program policy aba no Kevin Taylor use the platform a mo nkwasa keka wɔ campaign time o ɔno ɛde ne loud silent no edi education for edidi akakadami student biara we akakadami listen to me every academy past student blow biano mama has disrespected you obi okọ akakadami biara muntuntia mama was Kevin Taylor the person say akakadami a baller school mu ya konfo so baller real go and academy mu wie SS or academy no all of you must vote to teach former President Mama a lesson. And Kevin Taylor. And Timu Kwakagrambe no bleo Kevin Taylor said Musku no is useless. We are conform. Meanwhile, no, it is not telling you the programs and the policies are never bar about Wama Akakadami school Akofumu Akoslu. But rather me what insulted the Akakadami, both old student and a new student. It will now Kwakakadami. Mama campaign policy and program they say Kevin Taylor say we are useless. Until please now Prempe. Edu Prempe so we can break here no. Prempe forgotten say Nana Prempe format Nana the former chief Mikasi chief Obiawatna Sikejaso. Prempe is held in high esteem in Ashanti region. Na Kevin Taylor edidi Prempe school no. Any the way I want describe him. Until we come say now call Prempe secondary school. Both old students and new students, no. Please vote against Kevin Taylor because of President Mama. Vote against President Mama because of Kevin Taylor. Prempe students in the more share program no. Our social media. Obi oko Prempe biano. Please. I know no pet. But you see how Kevin Taylor edi amafo for insulted chairman WONTUMI onye ne boni bia yo. Or insulted Nanado any MPP for. Already all can kwasia same efa school students who both alumni and omomo the way he is rubbishing actually people and other schools no that respect for those institutions no ono die all you know so that President Mama and Mama Jane if you know what the chi he can attack people on the way to insulting amount for obetuma malaya amount for obetuma kakwasa some of amount home for home obetuma di amount home for bola mu nia odi mu for infanti man for nia Kevin Taylor di mu for in fact students say what Ghana mu nia no Kevin Taylor say mu nya correct apart from presec for na owie so no edidi impenifa tembo that program be ya no na if the owie man for warning ama GH per warning say we nim na utaki mama who studio beshi. Now let's look at what Baumia and Nanado aye kumase. Munsha campaign munsha nyama Nanado ni Baumia ye in Ashanti region. Nia chema WONTUMI Kevin Taylor did that them no. Ni leadership any Ashanti regional minister any Ashanti as Otunfo Abwa ama Nanado eye wo Ashanti region musha clip no
include the rehabilitation of 100 kilometers Kumasi roads, the Mampong Kofiase road, the Asankare Krofa Gansa road, the Lake Road, the Bekwai Asanso Road, Kumewu Town Roads, the Amantena Junction, Yosu Senche Road, the Obuasi Junction, Dunkwao Road, the Ofuase Kokobeng Ejamanso Road, the Etimetim Abuakuja Road, the Anua Kwanta Obuasi Road. About 12,008 2023 under the Nanado Baumia government compared to 4,636 kilometers under the previous Males Mahama administration. In Ashanti region, about 2,079 kilometers of road have been completed. These include the rehabilitation of 100 kilometers Kumasi roads, the Mampong Kofiase Road, the Asankare Krofa Gansa Road, the Lake Road, the Bekwai Asanso Road, Kumewu Town Roads, the Amantena Junction, Yosu Senche Road, the Obuasi Junction, Dunkwao Road, the Ofuase Kokobeng Ejamanso Road, the Etimetim Abuakuja Road, the Anua Kwanta Obuasi Road, the Ahoju Trede Road, selected roads in Efijasi, Bekwai Adanse Town Roads. Several ongoing projects within the Ashanti region are at various stages of completion. Once completed, these projects will greatly enhance the overall quality of the region's road network and stimulate economic growth.
Therefore, seeing is believing. Agro any form. Moshania Nanado ni Baumia akwaya omoye wa Ashanti region. Now ebimu egusoye. Na mohwe roads a Baumia de si ni so oba moto oba mana in Ashanti region oba yaka ho. We ni abaya ese yedi ni to so. Baumia means business. Baumia have bold solutions. And who say party are mean business no? Or that our form ye juma. The first so our form bua kunta chrewo. And the party so mean business no. Led by Kevin Taylor no. At done concert and comedian. At the die anyway na nyame ye adom na Ghana 40 years sufre na 7 December omuto abano ma Baumia ma obi ma embe kase ye wiano because in komhye bi eni ho a ebetumi edi ikunim abato mu ogusu be mpas komhye atosuro mu enye adwuma enye komhye na di wini abato eye adwumaden ene nyame ehumobro mutie in komhye wini aba ena ka obi aben bia kotrase na oma asofo emfa komhye enkoto aba no ene ka nyame nim say komhye nko de obi enkoto aba ene yemfo do house ne nyame nkasa ntufu ba nyame se wa ma enimde ne nyansa enti hwe abaya oba owo nwadwen pa na osati ye bibi ene abaya ɔde tutu asɛm ntɔkwa atemdidie ɛna ehurehura na ɛba na president Mahama deɛ is not the alternative at all but so hwɛ ɔmo a Mahama assemble say dia we mu ni kɔfo a me ba ɔmo yɛ adwuma ma me amede ba yɛ adwuma no na Ghana ni future nti adwuma yi me sra me nuanom Ashanti region ɛna Asante mania yan kan bom na obi a 7 December tuaba ma number 1 tuaba ama ball solution na tuaba ma baumia on be business the same way Asante manso yan nuanom central region for when ye bue mo da mo pamfu development multiple ase yes central region for so say mon kan bom na mon tuaba ma president vice president baumia the same way bono ahafo emu nia mo nsori waka the bono region nia na ahafo region nia no na mo tumba party a oye sidosa oye adwuma no the program say ba voter region I show the way voter NOT mo show NDC and mama say you meant business you see who pemputuo mu pemputuo then when it comes to the Geta Accra Buko Banku Aka said Nanado government is the best because of free education. Eti game ne tiashi ne fonshiki Baumia because Baumia nyeju bokba ama je mokoni ke le ba ne nso komi kekena what I to hey what ne fonshiki ha Baumia ni Baumia aba ne ebawa ma ne bawa gamama bi netashi ne kokko buko choko ka okwe Jamestown afi ha boy hane ni Baumia ba afi bi pipi ko for say voter region and that to no utu say ahoho any every place no Baumia center di bebia over western region oh Baumia center no north west no so enti me sragana for say mumfa akumapa adwempa any akukudro 7 December yenkoto aba ema party why ready so person govern but NTC any mama any Kevin Taylor Captain Smart money they don't have any vision no program no policy no sense of direction omo campaign no apart from say aton show mu no omo need respect adani ehunhua ene kase fi ena tebidie but baby aga na edu no ye pedicalization industrialization ye penkoso enyume ma fa kwanya so enchia educational minister ya mani nya amatro BCE aya pass nya me hira ye me ma miensa ena atro anya me adom o ma pass me did say by Monday no mu nya mu nyam first choice Dr. Chum the best educational minister Loyan Pauchiao me pa bon say Baumia and winning 7 December not the minister of education into Jumapana or yedoso nyame nka ho nyame mbo ho ban nyame hwe wo so we difi no fiba na nyame nso make sure say nyeda wakoma bon so nia no onye ma wo pe so kai na hu say o dia say nipa obetuma ye wuye ene onyame a obo so na asase fa already nya hye nyame mu na de akeni nia no obeya ma wo that's ene Dr. Maurice Kwabena Ampaw Maurice Kwabena Ampaw